maybe state to yourself, for the next few days, I'm going to be really investigating what low vibrational imprints I'm putting into my subconscious mind and I'm putting into my aura as well. It could be something really simple. It doesn't have to be extreme. It can be, if you're already pretty cleared out in most aspects of your life, figure out what are the small aspects of your life that you're just no longer benefiting from. It could also be something very big, like bigger aspects of your life that you need to let go of. It could be alcohol. It could be, maybe drugs. It could be casual sex. It could be things that are a bit more major that we need to start to address. The second step is to pick one thing you want to release. Be incredibly specific. There's no need to give up your phone completely if your goal is to reduce screen time. So maybe you have an addiction to your phone and you notice that your screen time is like 9 hours a day. Maybe it's 10 hours a day, whatever it may be. And let's say 90% of that time of your screen time is social media. I can definitely relate to that one. It's probably been 3 years now since I gave up most social media besides uploading to YouTube. But before that, my screen time was incredibly insane. It was most of my day. And besides that, I also worked with, I had clients helping them with their social media. So that was basically my life for a long time. But here we go. There's no need to give up your phone completely if your goal is to reduce screen time. So simply cut out 1 hour. Start with 1 hour. So if your screen time on social media is 7 hours a day, cut out 1 hour. The way you can do that to know is by setting a timer. A timer is your best friend because it's going to keep you in check and it's going to be your accountability partner. Figure this out, why you're spending so much time doing X, Y, Z, and how you can cut out a little bit of that for yourself, for the self-inquiry, for the true spiritual practice of being with oneself. So start by simply taking out an hour, half an hour, even 20 minutes. It doesn't matter. It can be a very small amount of time. You will still get that reward after. You will get that release of chemicals that tells you I did something good, I accomplished something, and that's where we want to start. Focus on creating a small, achievable change that can build momentum, because action builds momentum. And sometimes not doing something is a form of action because you're taking control. If you want to distance yourself from low vibrational people, commit to saying no the next times you're invited out. Start with that small boundary and build from there. So here's another completely different example. Say like you're still trying to distance yourself from certain people, but you might be a people pleaser, or maybe you're just like, well, you know what? I need to kind of numb out elsewhere. I need that entertainment still. There's nothing else to do. You're probably hiding certain shadows by spending time with these low vibrational people. Maybe they're a support for you right now. It's not a very healthy support. So what you can do is just say no. That's simple. Say no the next 2 times you're invited out to the bar. The next time you're invited out to go to a friend's house that always drains your energy. The next time you're invited out to do something that is going to take away from any progress you're already making. Just say no to them, and do it twice and see if you can continue to build from there. And instead of numbing out with people that aren't lifting you up, then maybe you can do something else with your time. Because you are now gifting yourself more time. And this is where your spiritual practices come into play. With the space you've created, you can begin to focus on what truly nurtures your growth, whether that's meditation, reflection, or simply being present and engaging in self-inquiry. These practices will help you align with your highest potential and reinforce the changes you're making. Deep down, you've laid a foundation where your best interests are at the forefront, creating an ethereal link that begins to connect to your higher spiritual centers. Absolutely. It truly takes one undoing to sustain the unraveling of old programs. Letting go of what no longer serves you clears the path for meaningful transformation. And it can be that simple. So start here, and I'll circle back in a new article where we can continue moving forward on your path, sustaining and deeply cultivating your spiritual practices to ensure the results of transformative energetic alchemy, because this is a form of energetic alchemy. It is. And if you're not quite sure, the thing is that I want to actually say to you now is to get to a place where you feel like you are embodying the spiritual practitioner always. Okay, let's not say always, but most of the time. It's with these small choices and these small fluctuations that you're finally noticing that come up. These are fluctuations that come up to those of us who want to progress spiritually, who want to ascend spiritually. They're going to come up because not only are they tests, but there are also obstacles that are placed purposely by opposing forces. And so if you, for example, we talked about saying no to hanging out with certain friends or individuals or even family members. If they see that you're starting to progress, they're going to want to pull you down. Subconsciously, they are, because they know that if you continue to progress, you're likely not going to be around them as much. It's the subconscious thing that they know. And so we have a lot of opposing forces working against us initially until we learn how to decipher and take the initiative to undo, whether it's a relationship, a habit. So there's a lot of undoing that needs to be done, but you can start small. And starting small is going to guarantee consistency. And that's the first step that I wanted to bring forth to you guys, is that the first step to sustaining your spiritual transformation is by these small undoings, and then creating that space to start to learn what your spiritual practices are going to look like. It's different for all of us, but and they're going to change too. But if you would like some resources to take actionable changes on your own time, you can definitely take a look at the energy training quest I have here. They're all short, and there are ways that you can use that space you created to do something within your body and your own energy. So these are here for you to do as well. So yeah, let me know what is kind of coming forward for you, what's coming up to the surface when it comes to just kind of going over this article. Please feel free to reach out and leave a comment. If you have any sort of questions or commentaries, we are always here. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.